listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl. Owamie was already aka Miss Fear Focal, bring back for entertainment. If the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, if you did not watch my previous video, I'm actually having sort of like a fundraising. I need a new tripod in my house so that you guys can get like videos that are straight. So I'm asking if you want to bless me with a tripod, please. But anyway, just let's go ahead and get into this channel. We're going to talk about Idibias, and we're also going to talk about Two-Face. Now, you guys have been buzzing my phone. Like, my phone has been off the charts with you guys wanting me to talk about this chende. Okay. So what happened was, of course, you guys know I've reported that Two-Face came out and said that him and Annie are going through a divorce. There have been rumors and allegations that Annie is either in a mental institution or she's in rehab. Now, we all saw her in the latest, or the last season of Young African and Famous, something like that. She was not doing well at all. Okay, we can all agree that she was not doing well at all. You understand? So I'm happy that she's getting help wherever she is. However, her husband, soon to be ex-husband, is going wild. Going wild is what I can say. So he has recently met a woman who I'm not even going to really mention her, because I feel like I just won't mention her. You get? So he has met a woman who he has proposed to. Is he still married? From what we hear, is very much still married. Now, mind you guys, Annie actually took Two-Face and married him whilst he already had 4 kids outside. Altogether, he has 5 children outside, from what we hear, that are known of, I think. There have been rumors of more, but we do not know. And then Annie has had 2. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, she did say on the show that her first child was his 5th child. But she met him first. And not even a month after he came out and said that they've separated, he's out here and he has already proposed to another woman who said yes. Now, I think that the other interesting part is that his mother came out, and when she came out, she was basically begging this new woman to let her son go. She was begging her to say, whatever you've used on my son, please, and then they came out and said that the child is missing. That child is who? This old 50-something-year-old man that love women's private parts very much. That is the child that we talk about that is missing. Ma'am, my chances are he's seen another woman's private parts. Like, your child loves them. And he loves different ones. So I don't understand why the mother is out here acting like, oh, there's something. Who doesn't know your son loves women? Who doesn't know he's been humiliating his wife for years? But I think if there's anything that you can take away from this, is that you cannot love a man enough. It doesn't matter how much you love him, you cannot love a man enough, because God never designed you to love a man. God designed you to respect a man. A man is the one that's supposed to love you. Somebody say amen in the comment section. You are not designed to love a man. Hence, you can never love a man enough. The more you love a man, the more he doesn't love you. The more Begezeling will not keep your man. Loving him will not keep him. Nothing will keep him except for him wanting to be kept. Respect him if he's respectable. And that's it. So my heart does go out to Annie because I feel like, she really fought for this marriage tooth and nail. Okay? She grabbed on that age, like with the jaws of life, but unfortunately still did not work. So this is something that I feel, is really honestly sad. However, I feel this will be the best thing that will ever happen for her. I hope that she comes back wherever it is that she is, like recovered, okay, happy, and ready to start her life. She's a very beautiful woman, and I hope that she will meet a man that actually love her and appreciate her, because allegation says that she met this two-faced guy when she was still underage. So I hope that she will still be able to meet a man that will properly love her, so that just once in her lifetime she will experience true love, and she will experience a man that actually loves you without having to be embarrassing you, without you having to compromise. I mean, there's an audio that we played. You could just hear that this woman was broken. Can you believe this nigga packed his bags, claimed that he was going on a shoot and they was going to America? And if you ask me, I would assume he was probably chasing some private parts like this. It is not funny, but nah. I'm happy for her. I know it's a very painful time in her life, but I'm happy for her because from there it's only up. So yeah, that's why I don't really care too much about this, because I feel like even if this girl feels like she has won, maniga, that is two-face. That ish is about to go down. Like, there's no way it's going to. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, basically that is actually that. So go ahead and comment down below what you guys think, and let's move on to the next topic. Okay, up next we're going to talk about Mseleku's son. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this from my Pepandaba, and we're gonna get into it. It says Mseleku's son ends Intruder's life. Trigger warning: it is alleged that a 25-year-old intruder armed with a gun entered the Mseleku household and demanded to see the 22-year-old reality TV star on Friday, 7 February. The helper screamed so loud that Mpumelelo rushed out and shot the intruder, who was armed. KZN police spokesman told the media that police have opened a case of attempted house robbery and inquest following an incident in which a 25-year-old man was fatally shot and killed at the Madlala location, KwaZulu, on the 7th of February 2025. Now, there's also another version that I actually saw, and I'm gonna talk about it because I feel like these two are completely different. The other version of the story that I had is that the allegations are saying that there was a man, that entered, like round about there, 25, somewhere there, a young man that entered Mseleku, one of Mseleku's houses, and when he went there, they claimed that he was holding a knife and also holding a pew-pew. Okay, and then he was there screaming, saying that so allegedly he wanted Mseleku, from what we hear. So it seems like Mpumelelo came out with a pew-pew, shot the guy, and I saw some people saying, is it not illegal to shoot someone that is running? I don't think so. If the person has a gun, like, how do you know the person is not gonna turn around and then shoot you? So for safety, I just go ahead and pew you. Okay, aim for the head. But anyway, so some people are claiming that actually that was Mseleku's number 5 wife number 5, ex-boyfriend, something like that. That's what some people are alleging. Now, we do not know how true these events are, but it does seem like the fact that Mpumelelo has actually pew-pewed a person and taken their life, it is true. First of all, I would like to say I'm very proud of Mpumelelo. He saved his life and everyone that was in the house. You have no business intruding into people's houses unless you're asking for it. And for the fact that this person already had a gun, I would go ahead and say that he did the best thing that he could. You do not negotiate or talk with an intruder that has a firearm in your house. Shoot to kill, that's what I would even advise, basically. So I'm really honestly just glad that he was able to help and save everybody that was in there. Now, if obviously the second scenario is what happened, wherein they're saying that this is Mseleku's wife number 5's ex-boyfriend or something like that, I would like to just go ahead and say ubufeb is not enough to risk your family. Because at this point, we can all call it tradition, we can all call it this. There's absolutely no reason why you need 5 wives. And it seems like he's not even done yet, because when wife number 1 asked, he said he's not done. And he has never made it a secret that even when he had 4 wives, he had girlfriends. So we can choose to defend it and call it however, but not for me, in my personal opinion, ubufebe. I don't think that it is enough. At this point, he has went on and gotten a young girl that is almost half his age, if not half his age, who even on the show was talking about how it seems like her father or her mother went to school with Mseleku. Imagine such an embarrassment. At this point, he's sleeping with someone that is young enough to be his child. But I guess it's tradition, it's tradition. One of his wives was even asking him, I don't even know what to call her anymore. Is she wife number 2? Is she wife number 3? It's confusing. Very confusing. But anyway, she was even saying that, you need to go to the gym because you're not going to have 5 wives when you're a 2-minute noodles man. And I was like, preach, number 2 or number 3, preach. Preach. But anyway, again, there's no sadness, no anything. If anybody intrudes into your house, and if the story that is being said is the truth, do everything that you can to protect your family. Okay, so I'm really proud of Mpumelelo. You guys know I don't like that child because he, like his father, his characters are very questionable. But anyway, do go and comment down below what you guys think, and let's move on to the next topic. Up next, we're going to talk about Nota and Itumeleng, who came out and she actually alleged that Nota has sexually assaulted her. Nota obviously said that was not true, and he went on to release the WhatsApp messages that they had, and it even went down to us actually saying moments after the alleged assault went down, where Itu was basically telling Nota that it's either you and I in a relationship and you introduce me to your family, and then we are in a public relationship. She wanted it to be public, or you actually help me with my career, or else I'm gonna go to the cops and say that you have sexually assaulted me. Okay, I'm gonna take further steps. Like, that's basically what I got. And I do remember when I came out and I was talking about this, and I said, to me, it really just, something is off. Ikhona into awful, and in Zotangin but ikhona into awful. How is it that you're gonna sit there and want to be in a relationship with a man that has traumatized you in that way? For me, it just did not make sense, because I'm not someone that would negotiate with somebody that has sexually assaulted me or violated me in that way. I have no negotiation with you. If anything, I want to see you behind bars, like forever. I don't ever want to see you out. So obviously when things like this happen, it is so unfortunate, because I have had interviews with Nota before, and so people actually definitely went on to say that I was being biased, which is something that I feel like some people like to say without actually listening to what I'm really actually saying. And I think that it's high time that you just sit down and you check, am I an emotional thinker, am I a critical thinker? Because it will help you to be more of a critical thinker than an emotional thinker, because it will not be as easy for people to get one up on you because of emotions. When you're emotional, that's when you make the worst decisions of your life. Now, you should sit down and look at it. When you're emotional, the worst decisions that you can ever make. But the moment you're no longer emotional, you're sitting now, you are calm, you realize, oh my gosh, what have I done? You understand? So I feel like a lot of you guys are actually emotional thinkers, and you're not people that will sit down and actually say, let me just use my brain. Does this story make sense? Does this make sense? Now, as a shocker, Ito has come out and now she has said that she's withdrawing the case. So she claims that she has gotten an opportunity wherein, you know, in her career she never thought she could get it, and so she wants to focus on that. She claims that she might actually open the case later on again, I guess, because she's withdrawing. And then she went on to thank people that have supported her and everything like that. Now, I do not want to lie. If you have violated me in that way, I do not care what opportunity I would get, be it it's on earth, be it it's on in heaven or in hell. I would not stop for that justice to actually prevail. At least even if I know that I had my day in court, though I lost or I won, I will know that I stood up for myself and I did everything for me. Now I'm quite shocked that she's now out here withdrawing the case. How does your career, you getting a career opportunity, actually be something that would make you to go out there and withdraw your case? And after you withdraw a case, are you even allowed to open the same case? I don't think so. You people that did law, you can actually comment down below and tell us, but I don't know. I don't think so. But with this whole situation that actually happened, for me, I feel like with everything that is actually happening, with everything that actually did come out, you would actually tell that that case, I did not see her winning it. That is me. I don't think that she even thought she would win it. I mean, with everything that was out there, she knew what she texted and everything. This is me just using my freedom of speech and just basically dissecting the situation and giving you guys my opinion. I'm not saying that's what happened, okay? But I feel like she looked at it, she knew that she was not going to win that one, you know. And I don't even really think it was a matter of she cared for Nota to even go to jail. I think it was a matter of she cared for her career, because that's what she was talking about. Either way, she being in a relationship with Nota and them going public, because remember this was happening behind closed doors, it would actually put her on the forefront, because Nota is someone that is constantly trending for one thing or another. So she knew that she would, if it's public, because that's something that she also mentioned. You introduce me to your parent and we go public. Sorry. So she knew. And then the other one is you help me with my career, which again is a career move that she wanted. And now she's coming out and she's telling us that she's withdrawing. An opportunity for a career has come. This situation pisses me off so much. So much. Because number one, it does actually bring back wounds for people that have suffered this fate. That's number one. Number two, people that have gone through something like this and maybe they shared their stories and they were never believed. When someone comes and says I've been sexually assaulted, their first instinct is to believe and sympathize with that person. And when the community says we don't see it making sense, what's going on, can you just explain here and there, then the people that have suffered this fate, it's almost like they're being taken back to the time that they were not believed when they spoke about it and it was something that happened. It's really something that is painful, because it also brings those painful memories for people who really honestly should not be going through all this, just because when you have got a plan and what you want for yourself. It's a selfish move for me, in my personal opinion. Honestly. If you go to the comment section of that post that she posted on Instagram, you will understand that a lot of people were like, ding, 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 wake up. Not every person that comes and says I was sexually assaulted was. And it's such a shame, because it should never be like that. As women, we are supposed to be so close and have this one rule to say, for the women that have been abused, we will never lie about this. We will not make it anything to play with. Nothing. Now, There are people that will go out there sexually assaulting women, and then when they are exposed, they say, no, but look at this person, look at Java, look at Nota, look at this one, look at that one. And it's so sad. You give this man ammunition to continue, horrible men, to continue doing the acts that they do scot-free. If you sleep with a man and he said he is going to help you with your career and he doesn't, he did not sexually assault you. If you sleep with a man and he says he's going to give you money, but he did not give you, he did not sexually assault you. If you sleep with a man and he promised you love, but then after that you realize he actually just wanted sex, he ghosted you, he did not sexually assault you. You consented at your own free will. If you meet a man and he tells you, if you sleep with me, I'll give you a job, you sleep with him, he gives you a job, later on when you've now made it, you regret that you entered that job because this man slept with you. He did not sexually assault you. You made a decision because you wanted something that either you got or you did not get. It is a sick world out there. It does not make it right. However, that person did not sexually assault you. And I don't know. I feel like maybe we should actually I should invite a guest, somebody that knows more about this, that would actually sit down and educate us about consent and educate us about sexual assault and educate us about everything. Because this thing, I feel like it gets blurred in between the lines. If you are a prostitute and you meet a man and you agree, okay, I'll give you 5,000 rands in the morning. You go, you sleep with him. He does not give you 5,000 rands. He did not sexually assault you. He robbed you. Go open a criminal case, not a rape case. You should be able to know how to differentiate all these cases and scenarios. Let me tell you what sexual assault is. Sexual assault is when someone forces themselves on you without your consent. That is what sexual assault is. Like I'm talking about the R word. There are other sexual assaults that happen, slapping your bums, doing this and that. But I'm talking about rape is when someone forces themselves into you without your consent. You fight, you refuse, he overpowers you, sexually assaults you. That is what we call the R word. Not when that slept with a guy and then tomorrow regretted it, all of a sudden he sexually assaulted you. That is not it. I am disgusted with this behavior. And when you are someone that is of a public figure, you open a case of something as serious as this and you go and withdraw, what message are you sending out there? That it's not really that big of a deal. And that's my personal opinion. You telling us that you know your truth, we do not care. It does not really matter much to us. What are your stands? Were you telling the truth? Were you not? What is the main real reason why you actually would leave? And if you think about it, guys, or withdraw the cases, what I wanted to say. If you would think about it. In the text messages that were there, she had two options. So that Nota helps her with her career, or she gets introduced to his parents, and then the relationship should be public. All these two, they benefit a career. The reason why she's now withdrawing the case is because a career move opportunity has presented itself. Please tell me, what, when you're saying this 1 + 2, what is it giving you? It's adding up, most. So now the people that are there, I even saw some people under her comment section saying, oh, they've gotten to her, oh, this and this and that. You also undeliberately send a message out there to, especially like this young man or these men that are disgusting, that actually I can sexually assault a woman and I can find a solution for her. I can offer her a solution, so I get to get away with it, which is very sad. Very sad. And just because I am a woman, do not expect me to just say I believe you when I do not understand your story. When your story is not really making sense, I'm so sorry, don't. You are not gonna tell me that you came out here and you said that a man sexually assaulted you, but your first instinct was you want to continue to be in an actual relationship with this man. So the man that violated you, the man that traumatized you like that, is the same one that you now still want to continue being with? Make it make sense. Because that's the only part that I was saying that doesn't make sense. And again, like, there's also a situation, I just will not name names, wherein somebody came out here and said, I've been with this man for years. I think it was 2 years, if I'm not too mistaken. But then when this man publicly declared his wife that was not this one, that is famous, she went on and told people that the first night that they slept together, this man forced himself on her. But she went on to be in a full-blown relationship with this man for almost 2 years, if not more. A man will violate you, but you're still free and comfortable to willingly give yourself to a man that violated you. I've never heard of that. And I know there are people that will come out here and talk about Stockholm Syndrome. You guys don't know Stockholm Syndrome. You guys should go and read on Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome does not happen in one day. It doesn't. And Stockholm Syndrome happens mostly in kidnap situations, when you're locked in. But as a collab, I think that one thing that I'm gonna just go ahead and say is that, remember guys, some of the celebrities, they use your emotions and they use you and they use what they know of the fact that you will use your emotions more than actually sitting and logically thinking to further their own personal agendas. Others, they do it for revenge. Others, they do it to get their careers off the ground or to revive their careers. Others do it because they want pity, they want donations. Others do a lot of stuff. They honestly do a lot of stuff. And I think it's so unfortunate that women get to get away with it when they lie. And they are destroying the whole Me Too movement, because that was supposed to be a movement that even till today was actually thriving. But the reason why it stopped was because too many women came out lying, and it was being proven that they are lying. And it killed the movement. It really is something that is just so sad and disgusting behavior. But anyway, I do hope that you guys can comment down below what you guys think. And remember, just because we disagree in opinions does not mean that we disagree as individuals and as humans. When it comes to this particular issue, I as I've said, 30 toes down. 30 toes down. Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.